How's it going, guys? Everything jailbroken here, and I'm super excited about today because I'm actually starting a new series of videos that I'll be doing, and they're going to be called the Let Me Customize Your Jailbroken iPhone series. And as you can tell in the first episode here, it's going to be the Batman edition, but this is for you guys that maybe just lazy or don't really know how to go about customizing your phone in order for it to look good. So I'm going to do all that for you and show you exactly all the different customizations, I guess you could say, that I did to my device. And so let's get started. I'm going to start off on the lock screen, show you everything I have there, then I'll show you the tweak I have, or the theme rather, and all the tweaks on my home screen. And so if you want this exact lock screen here, the background, the date, the time, the weather in the bottom left, and the battery percentage, you can get this entire lock screen just by getting LockHTML for in Cydia, and then also getting Lock Plus for LockHTML. And this is actually a custom background that I created on the Lock Plus website. So once you get both of those, just go into the settings for LockHTML4 and enable Lock Plus. And then you can swipe left on your lock screen here, and you'll get this window on the right. And all you have to do is hit Download Theme and search Batman by Alec, which is me, and then just hit that OK button, and it should load right up the entire background with all the widgets and everything. So the next week and the last week, if I can get rid of this dang Windows bar. Okay. So the last week on my lock screen I want to show you is one called LockGlyph, and this is what's giving me this Batman logo at the bottom here. I'm sure most of you have heard about LockGlyph, but it's what gives you that little Touch ID animation when you put your fingerprint in. And so for the settings for LockGlyph, a few things you can change. But if you want that exact logo, you're going to have to go into Cydia and search Batman Custom Logo for LockGlyph, and it should come right up. And I have that one right there. And then for the colors, you can change the idle color and the scanning color, but I just put them to white because I feel like that looked really good. And then the fingerprint position, you can change the custom portrait Y. It comes defaulted into a good position, but if you want to move it up or down, you can change that. And then a few different things you can change about the behavior and animations, but that's pretty much it for my lock screen. And so the theme that I'm using is one called Obscure 7. Really nice looking, well, really plain looking, but looks good. Obscure 7, the O is actually a 0, but a lot of different icons that come customized already. I think I might have had 9 that weren't. I just stuck them in this folder. Yeah, so very good looking theme that matches this background really well. But let's get into the first tweak, which is one called CCBackground, and it's exactly what it says it is. It allows you to choose a camera roll picture and put it as the background of your CC. So as you can see there, that looks really good. Obviously, you have to kind of have a light background or a white one so that you can see these darker toggles here. But if you want this exact picture and the exact picture that I'm using for my background here, then just check my Twitter. I'll have the link in the description below, and I'll put those pictures on Twitter. So the second tweak I want to show you guys is one called Anchor, and all this does is allows you to place all your apps anywhere on the home screen. And so that's what's letting me put all my apps in a little 4x4 square right here. And then the next tweak is called Iconizer, and this is the tweak that's letting me put the little white border around all my icons, and then also the shadow beneath the icons, which makes it look really good. But if we go into the settings for Iconizer, then and you go into Icon, this is where you can change the shadow color, and I just set it to Mercury there. And then if you go into Icon Image, you can choose the border color and the border width. But I just chose Mercury for the border color as well, because I think that looks really good. But a lot of different things you can do with this tweak. I encourage you to get this one and try it out. But there's glow. You can put a glow around the icons. That looks good. Animations, filters, different masks. What these do, it changes the shape of your icons. So you can make them circles, There's a whole bunch of different ones that look pretty good, but some of them cover them up too much and it doesn't look too great. So, but the next tweak I want to show you is called Springtomize 3, and I'm sure most of you know about this one. And very popular tweak that lets you customize a whole bunch of different aspects of your phone. But in the settings for Springtomize 3, if you go to Pages, this is where I resize all my icons. So you might have noticed that mine were a lot smaller. All you have to do is enable resize, and I changed mine to 80%. And what I also did in the Pages was I added 2 columns and 2 rows. So just click on columns here and make it 6, and click on rows and make it 8. And that just makes it look a whole lot better. It kind of smushes it together so that it's not so spread out, because the 4x4 square wouldn't look so great if you didn't add those 2 columns and rows. But another thing I did in Springtomize 3 was the folders. I enabled transparent background and unblurred icon. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So you can see right there that I don't have a background on my folder, and that looks really nice. But I think that's all that I did with Springtomize 3. The next tweak I want to show you is called Cylinder, and this is what is giving me this really cool animation when switching through my different pages. There's so many different animations you can choose from. You can mix animations, which is what I did. But if we go into settings here and go into effects, all you have to do is enable, this is all the different ones there are, so there's a ton. But if you enable vertical scrolling and then match that with burst as well, you'll get that effect that I had on mine. And make sure randomize is set to disabled. And then the last one that I wanted to throw in, just in case you guys wanted this one, is Harbor, and it is what is giving me this really nice looking dock down here. It's like a Mac OS type dock. When you slide your finger through it, the icons obviously pop up, and that looks really good. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And one last thing, if you guys have a certain theme that you want me to base my next video on, like maybe a Cars theme or a specific superhero or anything, just make sure to leave that in the comments below, and I'll choose one of those to do my next video about. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. This is Everything Jailbroken, signing out.